first of all, let me say we are here to stay. Our haters, wapeleke huko. And then number 2, preparation. Preparation kidogo. You know, we can't play a contact sport without proper preparation. So hizo logistics zetu za moving of the training grounds kidogo imetwist. But si mnajua Kenya kama kawaida.
So much as I must say, Impala has done a very big investment, and they remain, with all due respect to the other teams, they remain our major competitor for the title.
Of course, we want to defend our cup. We want to defend our cup, and we want to make history once again.
Kila mtu anajua sisi Mwamba ni champions. Yeah, for now, tumejiprepare poa.
Yeah. And welcome to Sports Eye YouTube channel, Sports Eye Kenya. And today nimetembelea training grounds za Mwamba ladies. And right now I'd like to introduce to you the Mwamba ladies coach for both 15s and 7s team, Smaf Buba. Hello, how are you?
Niko salama.
Great to see you. Mambo vipi?
Mambo salama.
A long time no see.
If you look for me or the Mwamba team, you'll find us. Yeah, so it's not a very long time, but quite.
Actually, the main reason as to why I really wanted this interview, Smurf, is because kuna rumors zimekuwa zina spread that Mwamba ladies team exist simply because you guys did not participate in a Floodly tournament, and most of your players were seen playing for Northern Suburbs during this tournament. But before we get into that, the last time I was in Mwamba training grounds, you guys were training at Nairobi Club, right?
Yes.
Just opposite KNH.
Opposite KNH, it was it's called public service.
Public service, yeah.
Yes.
And before that, I also know, I've also seen you guys training at UN grounds. I've also seen you training at Arboretum grounds. Before that, your initial training ground was at Railways. Do you think this changing ground, what exactly is happening, first of all? Can you just tell me what's really happening with you guys changing these grounds more often?
So yes, we were training at Railways ground, but when we lost that ground to Green Park through the government initiative, it has been very difficult for the management to get a ground, basically in Nairobi, because most of our players are in Nairobi. If it were maybe most of our players are on other counties, we could have easily gotten a ground. So seeing us at public service, seeing us at Arboretum, seeing us at UN, all those are those venues where top management has been working to us, we can train. And yes, they are trying for us to get a ground. So soon we'll be having a ground.
When you become a coach, do you really feel like changing these grounds often? Is it affecting your players in any way?
Yes, it's affecting everyone, not only the players but also the management. Because when you change the ground, you cannot really say this is our home ground. And then there are those things that you want to climatize and be comfortable. But you cannot be comfortable because you don't know when you'll be told you are not going to train here today. Tomorrow, you don't know when you've set up your things. You say, okay, today we are going to do A, B, C, D. You'll be called, okay, we are not training today. The owners of the field, once they want to do anything else, there's a wedding there, there's a party there, they want to use their own field. So, like today we are in Strathmore. But if tomorrow Strathmore decides that we are not training, then we are not going to train. We just have to focus on another field.
Coaches have spoken, so right now let's hear what do players have exactly to say about this Mwamba ladies team changing grounds more often.
My name is Agatha Jamari. Nachezea Mwamba Rugby. I play center and wing. And I'm the Mwamba Rugby ladies captain. The fact that we are homeless has been a big challenge to us, mostly when it comes to transport, because when players are shifting all over the place, it's not easy for other players to find transportation. So that's a big problem for us. So numbers kidogo zina reduce. But other than that, I think tumejaribu sana.
It affect as long as tunajicommit, tunakam hiyo time hiyo training, tukikuja pia tunafanya vitu serious. Hatu affect, tuko sawa.
Watu wanadhania saa hii hatuko ready, but tumejiprepare poa. Tumejihami, tuna train. Whatever kitu yote ina happen, mna trainia, mnaenda Strathmore, mnaenda I don't know. Ukitaka hii kitu, hata utrainie wapi, because una need lazima work hard.
back to why exactly I'm here at Strathmore training ground ambapo you guys are training right now. Rumors going around that Mwamba Ladies was dissolved. Nyie amko bana kwa sababu you did not participate in Floodly tournament and most of your players were seen playing for Northern Suburbs. Mimi mwenyewe basi niliona Stacy pale, niliona Osoro akicheza pale hivyo. What exactly do you have to say about you people first of all not participating in Floodly tournament?
We do respect the tournament. Impala a lot for organizing that. It is the first time maybe I think Mwamba has not participated, and it's because of the changing of venues, we were not able to prepare in time. This is a contact sport. We need at least 6 weeks to prepare for contact sports. So we had only 2 to 3 weeks by then. So it will be a very big risk taking the players to play a contact game when there are less preparations. So yes, for Stacy and the other national team players who are involved in playing for Northern Suburbs and Impala, because they also played, some of them played for Impala. They are in the national team setup, so they had more time to play. They went to play to Uganda. Then when they came back, they were like, okay, if you can play, well and good. But for us, Mwamba, we are not going to play. Mwamba cannot be dissolved. Basically, we are the mothers of Impala. We are the mothers of Northern Suburbs. If we are going to be dissolved, I think they can also just come back and say, no, our mother is not going down. Yes, so we are much alive.
Well, let me say, we are here to stay. Our haters, wapeleke huko. And then number 2, preparation. Preparation kidogo. You know, we can't play a contact sport without proper preparation. So, hizo logistics zetu za moving of the training grounds kidogo imetwist. But si mnajua Kenya Cup kama kawaida.
And we will continue seeing Mwamba. We are the Kenya Cup champions again.
Alright, umezungumzia Kenya Cup. Now Kenya Cup is here. What plan do you have as Mwamba?
Basically, defending that trophy is very difficult. Always defending a trophy is difficult than going for that trophy. We cannot lie this time that we are the underdogs. So much as I must say, Impala has done a very big investment, and they remain, with all due respect to the other teams, they remain our major competitor for the title. With all due respect to the other teams. But again, no problem. When that time comes, we'll fight for it. Yes. We can only do our best on the field, and then the rest we leave it to God.
Of course, we want to defend our cup. We want to defend our cup, and we want to make history once again. So, hiyo ndo mpango. Wenye walikuwa nasema hatuko, please come watch. Come watch ndo mjitambulie nyinyi wenyewe.
Kila mtu anajua sisi Mwamba ni champions. Yeah, for now, tumejiprepare poa. Yeah.
It is not that easy. Especially training ladies is not easy, because you never know when she will come with the good moves or bad moves. You never know. But it's not easy. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I took up, and loving the journey.
Talking about that challenge, what approach do you use to create this amazing team?
Basically, you just need to understand each player as an individual. Everyone has their own characteristics and their own way of viewing a situation.
Right now we are in the 15th seasons. Recently, Kenya Simbas represented us in Dubai repechage, and the performance was very, very, personally I can say very, very poor. Tulichapwa na Hong Kong, tukachapwa na Portugal, USA tutandika vibaya sana. As a coach, Smurf, what exactly can you say about the Kenya Simbas performance kule Dubai?
The performance, yes, it was not what Kenyans expected. But personally, I think even them, they knew we didn't stand a chance. We had a chance with Namibia. That was one chance that we let go. I think the problem comes in at the development phase, not even at the national phase. Because you get that some players start playing high-level rugby while they are in the clubs, not in schools or anything. So you find that at the club level, maybe after school, you are 20, 21 years for you to join a club. Maybe, no, you can join the club early, but for you to play competitively. By the time you get to play Kenya Cup, most people are hitting their peak at around 28, 29. Most people, yes, there are those who are hitting their peak even at 20 years, but most are hitting their peak at 28, 29. Yet the people we are competing with are hitting their peak at 17, 18 years. So by the time they are 23, those people are playing pro rugby. Because in Kenya, another problem that we have is we are doing it as a side hustle, kinda. It is not a full-time thing. the whole of the day we've been somewhere else working on A, B, C, D, E, F, and then we come back here to do Z. A to Y, we did somewhere else. But those people that we're going to compete with, A to Y is what they are doing, is the rugby. And then Z is the other thing. So I think if Kenya needs to maybe one day qualify for World Cup, we need to first go to the grassroots and see what is happening. Just like now, what is happening here? Which kind of players are we grooming to play for the national team? If we cannot get the structures right at the club level, national team to be very difficult. Yes, that I'll tell you, whether Simbas, whether Lioness, if we cannot get the structures right at the club level, they'll never get it right at the national team. Because the people they are going to compete against are working from age 9, 10. Yes, so it's a challenge that must be addressed nationally, not only Mwamba.
As a ladies coach, do you feel like Kenya Rugby is giving ladies rugby teams that much attention that should be given?
I may say yes and no, because one, yes, because I've been seeing what they are doing outwardly in terms of trying to go into other counties, introducing rugby, using our regional coaches, our regional officers, introducing rugby in schools, because every primary school or secondary school you go, you'll see a football pitch or a basketball pitch or a volleyball, but you not see a rugby pitch. So I've seen a lot of improvements in terms of introducing rugby into fields, but again, I don't know if the policies that are in place are governed, are followed up into later to ensure that those people that are now being trained at that level transition to the next level. So that I don't know. In terms of funding, I don't know. In terms of the records, I don't know if they are keeping the records. I know they are ISO certified, but I don't know if they are keeping the records. If they are following the certification process, I don't know. So yeah, maybe yes or no. It all depends with who is running it and who is the inside person. Yes. And
what change would you like to see maybe in the future in this sport here in Kenya actually?
The only change is maybe incorporating the CBC, the educational part of education, and now the sportish part. If there's a player who, if teachers can also be trained to identify that this player, this student has a talent in not only rugby but in certain sport, let them be exposed from the word go. That they will be in school from 8 to let's say 10. From 10 to 4, I think they usually got 4 or 3, I'm not so sure. 10 to that amount, they're in the field. So that their A to Y is what they'll be doing in future. Their Z is that small thing. Because you only need that, if this person is very good in rugby, for example, you've introduced the rugby in primary school and you are seeing he or she is playing it very well. Just introduce it by that time. Let him or her learn how to speak and how to calculate the simple basic education, and then let the rest follow. You know, if, for example, Lunga could have focused with football, yes, it's successful. No one can doubt that part. It's successful as at now. It's successful. But let's say he started it early. How Olunga could have nurtured, maybe we could be having 5 or 10 Olunga academies. Yes, you see. And then that one also create employments to, now we go back to our political side, to create employment to most of the youths, which our government is really struggling to do.
Yeah. All right. Now to our amazing Mwamba ladies fans, what exactly can you tell them? Tukifunga, tukisepa?
Of course, the support has been amazing. Our fans have been loyal. Basically, the one thing I usually say is not only to win, but to the loyalty. The loyalty you get from our fans is amazing. And I can just say thank you. There's nothing much I can tell them. Just thank you and continue supporting this team. One day we'll continue breaking records after records. We were the first to win 7s in this country. We are the first to win 10s in this country. We are the first to win 15s in this country. I want to make it the first to win it in maybe East Africa. So we'll continue breaking records after records. I think Mwamba, there's no other team which has records like us.
Mtazamaji, mimi mtoto wa kike, ila mtazamaji ama mwanaspoti mwenzangu, kila kinachokuwa na mwanzo lazima kiwe na mwisho. Ama wengine husema everything that has a beginning must have an ending. Mimi nasema right now ni Terix binti mkali wa hizi kazi, straight out Strathmore grounds ambapo Mwamba ladies are training right now. Remember to follow our social media pages. Pale Instagram ni sports_I, Facebook page kwetu ni sports_I Kenya, and of course pale Twitter ni sportseye_ke. Na sepa naingia mitini. Until next time, God bless you.
Sports Eye Kenya. Sports Eye.